Hello, today we're taking a look at TaskIP. This is an all-in-one client and project management tool. If you've used something like Pluto, which I've used before, it's that kind of tool. So I've been playing around with it this morning. I got the basics set up and I've already, as you can see here, already had emails start to come into the system from my YouTube contact email address. So what do we have here? We've got the dashboard. Nice simple overview. You've got your total revenue and one-time revenue. You can filter that. Obviously, I've got nothing because I've literally set it up today. One thing I'd like to praise the devs for is when I first set this up, this was only showing dollars, even though I tried to set my currency to UK pounds, this still showed as dollars. I raised the issue, and within, I think it was about 24 hours, they'd rolled out an update so that now whatever currency you have selected is the one that is reflected on this dashboard, which is fantastic. So as well as the revenue, if we just go to the side, you can see quick actions. We've got the inbox, discussions, meetings, and projects. So you can very quickly hop between the various tasks that you've got to do, or any meetings or any discussions that are ongoing. We've also got the list of invoices, again, more tasks, projects, latest on board clients. So everything's there that you need. And you can have team members on this, although I'm only using this solo at the moment. If I wanted to, I could onboard team members. So if we take a quick look down the side, the contacts, as you'd expect, they are your contacts, they're your clients, your customers. You can add them manually, or they can be added when someone sends you an email. I'll show you that in a second. So in this case, we've got the contact here, and I can add a note to them. I can go through and check out invoices they've been sent. And also, importantly, I can see the status of the invoice. So do I need to chase them up? We can see quotations, the status of the quotation, and any documents that are attached to this particular contact. So it's nice and clean. So the inbox is where you can have your emails coming into the system. I thought this was very cool. I have an email address on YouTube, which is publicly available. So if people want to contact me about opportunities, they can do so. And at the moment, that comes into my actual email account, but I've managed to set it up. It's a Google Workspace one, and all I had to do was go in and create a forwarder so that that gets forwarded here as well as to me. And now, within a matter of minutes, you can see I started to get these emails coming into the system. It shows me the email, shows who it's from. I can read through. In this particular case, I said, no thanks, this isn't of interest to me. But if I wanted to, I could say convert to contact, add this person into my workspace, and then kick off a project or send them a quote or invite them to view invoices. All that kind of stuff is available very quick, very easy. So I'm liking this. You can then filter by read and unread. You can even compose. You can send an email from the system as well. Discussions, I've not had a chance to play around with this yet, but it looks like basically a discussion group. I guess it's a step towards removing Slack from the system, and it would allow you to have chats with your clients. Meetings, again, nothing too out of the ordinary here. You can just set up what's the meeting duration, what's it via. You can set up Google Meet, phone, in person, but unfortunately, there's no kind of third-party option. So if you've got a different, not Google Meet, maybe using Teams, maybe using, not Sessions, obviously, but one of the other platforms that's still around, you can't add that in. I guess you'd have to maybe put it in the description. You can add the logo. It's nice to see. I need to explore that a bit more. So documents allows you to add documents. You build them within the system. So if I say add a document, and I'm going to put it in my test folder, it's very quick and easy to build. So you open it out, you've got this header that you can change. So let's make it a little bit more professional. You've got a random emoji, which you can swap out for a different emoji, or you can upload your own file. So if you wanted to put your own logo there, and then it's just it's pretty simple. It's just a basic builder where you've got headings, you've got text. If you press the slash key, you've got your headings, your numbered lists. You can add tables, you can add code. And that's pretty cool because you might be writing out some sort of document and maybe it's a how-to and you want to embed perhaps a video or maybe an interactive demo of some sort. You could do that using that. So there's the video one, image, files, embedded URL. There's all sorts. So you can build that document up and then you can share that out. You can publish it and I think you can attach it to a client. Yes, there we go. So I might want to invite that client to be able to view that document. And that could be maybe a set of instructions of how to use your platform or next steps or whatever it is you want to share with them. Moving on, we've got the classic Kanban task board. So this is general tasks, and then each project you have can have subtasks. But what this doesn't show, this isn't a roll-up view of all the tasks on the platform. So if I go down to projects, you'll see what I mean. So here's a project I've set up, and it has its own Kanban board. You can see there's 3 tasks there, but they're not listed on the main task board. So if you want to add a new task, dead easy. And once you've created the task, you can assign it to people. You can assign labels. You can select documents, due dates, comments. You know, it's all good stuff that's in here. It's what you'd expect. It's what I'd expect coming from other platforms. Everything seems to be there. Very easy to use, very intuitive. I haven't had to look at the documentation regarding projects. That was nice and simple. So the system can generate and send quotations. So if we just say, let's select a contact, and you give it a subject. This is nice. You can choose different currencies for your quotation. So I might operate in pounds, but I might want to send a quote in dollars if I'm working with someone in America. So that's really cool. And there might be a required upfront payment of 50%. Turnaround time, let's say 30 business days. And we can also set an expiration date, let's say end of the month, for a little bit of pressure on. Once you've created the quote, you get dropped into this. It's just a pretty basic quotation editor. So it's automatically assigned it a quote number. We've got the expiry date, the created date. I just need to add some items. So we'll just say item 1, quantity 1, 100, and you can add a description if you want. And then I can say item 2, and I want 20 of those, that's 50, and it'll automatically calculate it. And you can change the template type. So there's a few different template types here which allow you to change the look and feel. Then you can save the quotation. So that's saved, it's been updated, and we can either generate a public URL or we can send it to the client. We want to send it now, or you can say when you want to send it, 3 days before, 3 days after, all that kind of stuff. Now, let's say the client accepts. Well, you don't have to create a second invoice. You can then convert it to an invoice. So that's view, and here we are. So we now have the quote has been converted to an invoice. We can edit it if we want to add any extra information, or maybe there's some additional items that they've ordered on top that weren't involved in the quote. And again, once you've saved the invoice, you can send it to the client. Again, you can do the timer. It's pretty much the same as the quotation system. Boom, job done. They'll get the email. They can then pay. Now, there's also the ability to create forms. So this is brilliant. You can add these forms to your existing website, or maybe some landing pages. If you're not wanting to use your main website, maybe you're spinning up some landing pages for adverts. You can build these forms, very quick and easy to do. So this is just a very basic one. Let's go to the editor, and it's just drag and drop. There's no coding involved. What do you want? First name, last name, email address, product review details. But you can also add single line of text if you want to add text, multiple text, numbers, check boxes, drop downs. All this kind of stuff that you would expect on a form is available here, which is fantastic. You can then very quickly and easily just embed that. If we go back, you can grab the embed code, like so. So then you can just drop your embed code on your website and it will appear like this. I think there are some customization options. Note, however, that when I first dropped it on, even though the width is set to auto, it seemed to always default to this super compact view. So you just need to do a slight tweak to the code. And so to get it wider like this, you would just set the width yourself. So you see it says width 700. So I've set that, it was auto, but that means you can drop this in Wix, WordPress. This is Brizy that I happen to be testing this out on. And then anyone who fills that out, the details will automatically go into your workspace. The team section allows you to create teams. I haven't created one yet. And there's also a ticket section for raising and passing around tickets. Again, I've not had any use of that at the moment, but it's good to see it there. So in terms of integration, you can see we've got a few different integrations that you might want to do. Certainly one of these two to make sure that you're not getting a load of spam, either the recapture or turn style. The inbox settings allows you to add extra labels as well. This is super useful for me because I might want to say that I rejected the request or I accepted the request, so I've added those two in. The only area that I've struggled with a little bit is the payment. So if I wanted to add PayPal so people can give me some money via PayPal, it pops up with a box asking for things like app ID, secret key. And when I checked out the article on how to get all that and how it wants it configured, the article hasn't been written yet. So I flagged that to the devs. Hopefully that will be added soon. But you can see we've already got a range of payment options, including just manual payments if you want to collect it some other way or give them your bank details and instruct them to pay direct. So if you like the look at this, I'll put a link below, probably an affiliate link. You've got about 9 days left to grab this, and the deal page will give you all the information you need. There's currently 3 tiers available, so go ahead, check those out, check out the one you want. Just tier 1, if it's just you on your own, that would probably be fine. 10k contacts, that's quite a lot on 1 terabyte storage. But if you are more of an agency type owner, then you want to take a look at tier 3. Hope you found this useful. Thanks for watching.